It's the 4th of July weekend and it's going to be a hot one. So we decided to head up to the Black Hills National Forest to do a little boondock camping. We're headed up to Flag Mountain. Flag Mountain is about 16 miles west of Hill City, South Dakota. It sits at an elevation of just under 7,000 feet. So it should be quite a bit cooler than what it's going to be in Rapid City. We decided to explore some of the back roads on our way here. So we're putting the tent right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it look good?
Yeah, a little bit of a dip here. So after driving through rain, hail, mud, rocks, finally found a spot to camp. Here's our view from our campsite. We're a little bit off the road. Now we just got to get camp set up. It's going to take me forever to clean my truck when I get home. All right, it's 4th of July weekend, and we are in the Black Hills National Forest. We are up by Flag Mountain, and we are doing a little boondocking. We have got this great campsite. Just got the tent set up. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. You can hear birds chirping. I think I even hear hen turkey clucking away. Nobody else anywhere near us. We only saw one other camper even anywhere on the mountainside. And we've got some amazing views. It was a lot of work to get here. We drove through 2 hours of rain. There's some hail. Did some serious four-wheeling. Had a lot of mud, a lot of rocky roads. But man, this place is gorgeous. I'll show you around the campsite. Got our B-Sport 3-man tent. Perfect, 2 people with an air mattress. Haven't set the tarp up yet. That's still in the truck. I'm trying to avoid the truck because it's so muddy. We actually got something new for when we're car camping, is we've got our own outhouse with a 5-gallon bucket inside that has waste bags specifically for that. Exciting. And now I'm getting hungry. I want to eat. You hungry?
Starving.
Okay. What's for supper?
Whatever your little heart desires.
Would you like some meat and cheese?
Sure. At least we won't hear fireworks all night.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to go camping. We've been hearing fireworks for a week straight.
Yeah. So we got smoked Gouda,
Smoked Gouda,
Colby Jack,
Colby Jack.
You didn't bring the cheddar?
I didn't bring the cheddar.
Okay.
Sure, that's enough cheese.
No.
Plus rabid squirrels. Never know when they might get in your tent. That is President of the United States speaking over at Mount Rushmore, and they're just flying him there. There's still some hail on the ground. Temperature's only probably around 50 degrees or less. It was about 52 when we were setting the tent up. All these low spots still have hail. I got a feeling it's going to be foggy in the morning with all the rain that we got. It's funny that we've been in a really bad drought all year, and today rained for 2 hours straight, heavy rain. Doing just a little exploring before it gets too dark. What a great camp spot. Wouldn't be surprised to see some deer come down that fence line. They have these fences put up out here in the National Forest because they allow ranchers to have their cattle out here grazing. And it helps separate the sections that they allow them to graze on. So every now and then you come across these fences. What a beautiful evening. I'll show you how far off the road we are. Tall grass is wet, trying to stay out of it. So in the Black Hills National Forest, they allow you to do dispersed camping, and you can drive up to 300 feet off of a trail or a road to get to your campsite. And you can pretty much disperse camp just about anywhere in the National Forest unless you're within half mile of a campground. So here's the trail we came in on. And down here a little ways, there you can see the road. And then there's the view. Looking on the other side of the mountain. They have Fourth of July celebrations going on at Mount Rushmore. And so there's been a B-1 bomber from Ellsworth Air Force Base circling around, and helicopters because the President of the United States is speaking at Mount Rushmore today. A lot of stuff going on around here and in Rapid City, which is why we decided to get out of town and head up to the mountains and go camping. Oh boy, my poor truck. It's going to take some work to get that clean. It's part of the fun, right? And Crystal just crocheting away.
Yep. I'm almost done. And then I'm going to wrap up in it, and you're going to take a picture of it, of me wrapped up inEla's blanket so we can send it to her.
There you go.
Because I am cold.
Yeah, it's getting cool fast.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Slept great last night. Didn't get too cold. I think it was down in the low 40s. It's crazy for July, but with all the rain, it just cooled everything off. Stuff's starting to dry off a little bit this morning. We're gonna see if we can find us some breakfast. A little Greek yogurt. We're gonna add some honey, a little cinnamon, some blueberries, and a couple of blackberries. Makes for the perfect breakfast. Or camp snack. I'm eating protein balls. I don't know what's in them.
Honey, oatmeal, vanilla, peanut butter, mini chocolate chips, mini M&Ms.
Pretty good. You should put coconut in the protein bars.
I thought of that. I thought about using your toasted coconut yesterday.
Even the regular coconut would be good.
I know. I also thought about making those no-bake peanut or chocolate bars or cookies. That doesn't sound good, honey.
It's stretched. Got the small little camp pillows if you want a pillow. This is the best way to spend camping. What do you call these wraps?
There's no name.
The no-name wrap. Just use my knife. You put the hummus on pretty thick?
However thick you want. It didn't say.
Well, how thick do you want?
That's good right there.
Okay. So Mediterranean hummus.
What are you folding
Swiss
my hand?
cheese. Makes a difference as to how full of stuff I can get them. Heirloom tomato and avocado.
And romaine lettuce.
Did you bring the lettuce?
No, didn't bring the lettuce.
We're going to be lettuce free. That is a really juicy heirloom tomato. And some turkey.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, that looks pretty good. Hummus, turkey, tomato, avocado, cheese on a wrap. We'll see how my skills are wrapping it up. Yeah.
Thank you, dear. That looks so much better in the picture.
I probably used a huge wrap for starters.
Oh, I lost two of my avocado slices.
Yeah, mine are squeezing out already. Gonna make a little supper. We are going to do a little bit of red and white quinoa. It is already pre-cooked, so all I really have to do is heat it up. I've got the rest of the tomatoes from lunch. Got some lemon pepper chicken. We're going to do just a little bit of water. Of course, you could add a little bit of cheese or something to that if you'd like, but I think that's pretty much what I'm going to stick with for now. Going to let that come to a quick boil. Shouldn't take long at all. It's a nice quick meal. Everything was already pre-cooked, so really all you're doing is just heating it up. I am going to add just a little bit of smoked Gouda with bacon cheese into there. Of course, it helps if I get it in the pot. We're going to give that cheese just a minute to melt. I'm going to turn that off. And we're going to let it set for just a minute. Nothing but the fanciest dinnerware. And then what we're going to do is we're going to top each serving with some pepitas. Which will give it a nice crunch. Looks pretty good. Is it done?
Yeah, it's good.
Super easy, super fast, good. The pepitas, you gotta have those. Get that little extra crunch in there. I suppose you could do sunflower seeds.
Cashews would be good.
My wife says cashews would be good. What a beautiful weekend it turned out to be. I've always got a little bit of a sweet tooth, and so I'm going to make some dessert. I'm going to make just a little berry cobbler or a berry crisp. What I've got is I've got some oatmeal mixed with a little brown sugar, a little bit of butter that I did at home. Just smashed it all up, put it into a Ziploc baggie. And we're just going to pour that into the pan. It's going to be kind of an upside down fruit crisp. Kind of spread that out on the bottom. And we're just going to kind of let that toast a little bit. Don't want it to burn, but we want it to get nice and toasty. That butter will melt in there, kind of help crisp it up. Does it smell good? You can see it's starting to brown up a little bit. Tells you it's getting nice and toasty. Smells like toasted oats. And once that gets all nice and toasty and a little bit crunchy, then we're going to add our berries. It's getting nice and toasty and brown. Nice and toasty and brown. I'm going to kind of push all that to one side. Going to put in a little squeeze of honey. And the berries I had left over from breakfast, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Gonna just press those a little bit to get some of the juices out. Let those simmer for just a second. Gonna add just a little dash of ground cinnamon. So it's all hot and bubbly. I'm just gonna kind of put the topping back on. Mix it all in there. And then we're going to put a big scoop of that in the bowl. Got a little bit of the yogurt left over from this morning. We're just going to do a dollop of yogurt right on top. That's it.
That's pretty good, man.
And dust with a little more cinnamon. Perfect. That is a great way to end your day. Should have brought ice cream.
Yeah, I would have lasted in the cooler. Could have packed it in dry ice, I suppose.
Dehydrated ice cream.
Ew, yuck. That doesn't even sound good.
With the way the sun was setting, we decided to see if we could walk over, find a little bit of a clearing, and watch the sunset. Found a perfect spot that had some short trees. Thought we could see right over them and kind of see down into the valley a little ways. But the sun just kind of wasn't cooperating. Well, I hope we're going to get to see it.
Right there.
Yeah. It's kind of behind all the pine trees, though. A little bummed out about that. I thought it was going to be more over here. Well, that's kind of sucky.
It is.
I think if we go down to the little clearing over here.
Maybe. So what we thought was west wasn't actually west, was it?
It was a little farther
West.
west. Not the sunset we wanted, but it's the one we get. Right?
Yep. Still a pretty sunset.
It is.
And it's nice and quiet and peaceful out here.
It was a Perfect weekend for camping.
It was.
For the 4th of July, there sure wasn't a lot of people out here.
That's true.
I thought it was a perfect weekend.
Except for the rain
Yeah,
and everything being damp last night.
it was only one night.
One night.
We'll survive.
No, I'll melt.
I know. These are the best fireworks we could have asked for. Sunday morning, the sun was shining. We packed up our camp, decided to go check out some of the other trails and roads that are up in this area. If you're ever out here and you've got an RV or a pole camper, there are a lot of places where you can pull off and camp. A lot of the gravel roads end up turning to 2-lane trails. The 2-lane trails end up turning to either rocky trails that you probably shouldn't drive on unless you've got a UTV or a side-by-side, or they go downhill and they turn into some really muddy roads, which same thing, unless you've got 4-wheel drive or a UTV, they're pretty tough to get down. But there are miles and miles of these trails out here. It's really worth checking out. This is actually Flag Mountain. There used to be an old fire lookout up there, and it looks out over the valley. It's really an impressive view of the Black Hills National Forest. Can't wait to come back.